Gente, Lamhi Micco again SEO. Hello everybody, my name is Lamhi Micco, it means Eagle King. I'm Seneca from upstate New York and also Muskogee from Oklahoma. And I'm here today to share with you a little bit of fitness activity derived from our indigenous knowledge. And so I'm a hoop dancer, and so everything that I do, it revolves around circles, and certainly I've really taken upon the mission or the journey of a hoop dancer and made it my life. And so along with that, throughout my time as a hoop dancer and in my early career as a teacher, I once was a certified fitness instructor. And so along through that process, I was learning all these different dances and styles of aerobics and workouts, and all kinds of different styles, from P90X to Insanity to Zumba to Taibo, all these different types of workouts. And so one of the things that I was learning the whole time was that what we were doing as indigenous peoples in our practices, in our dances, in our culture, in our arts, and our crafts was actually fitness derived. And it was very ingenious for our people to be able to do that without having to totally teach every part of it, but understand that it was something that was a basic part of life. And so I'm going to talk about that just basically from my perspective as a hoop dancer. And so they say that these hoops represent our world and everything in it, the entirety of it, but they also represent the smallest thing in our world, which is the building blocks of life, which could be called an atom, right? And so the cool thing about atoms is they are made out of three components: a proton, a neutron, and an electron, right? So positive, neutral, and negative. So these three components are what make up our existence of our entire world. The world exists in those states, and the world can affect you in those three ways, but you also can affect the world in those three ways. But most importantly, within every single atom is those two parts, the protons and the neutrons. And they're not just sitting still in the middle of the nucleus, just sitting there looking at each other. They're actually vibrating and moving together and shifting and dancing and moving, no matter what state that atom is in. Even if it's sedentary or sitting still or even a frozen state, it's still moving. So we were born to move. We have the gift of life, and we were bound to use this gift to be able to move. So I encourage you to use that however you can. So the first thing that we're going to do is a little bit of upper body exercise. And so I'm going to use hoops, and I'm going to show you the demonstrate first, and then you can use an object in your house. You can use your shoes, you can use sandals, you can use water bottles, you can use a can of beans, two of them, whatever you have, okay? So we're going to imitate what goes on in the nucleus of an atom, okay? So in the middle, there's those protons and neutrons, okay? So if you have hoops, you're going to use your hoops, okay? You're just going to wiggle them like this, wiggle them, all right? And if you don't have hoops, I brought out water bottles, just as simple, okay? And you're going to hold them just as a weight, okay? Just wiggle it, all right? It doesn't seem like much, but this is exactly what you're going to start to do to awaken your body and start engaging those different muscle groups, all right? So we're going to work on our upper body here, but we're also going to engage our core and our lower body by squatting, okay? So you're going to widen your stance, wider than your shoulders, bend your knees just slightly to give you some bounce to it, okay? If you want to challenge yourself, you can sit lower, or if you need some time to work into that, sit higher, okay? So take your two objects, wiggle them forward, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiggle them straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight out, side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lean forward, put them behind you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax. Very good. All right, so you'll notice that whatever object you're using will determine how much of a workout that you're going to get. Even though I'm only using these small water bottles or even a hoops, I'm already starting to sweat. I'm already starting to get my blood flow going. I'm starting to get my cardio going as well. So that being said, that was just our simple upper body enactment, getting our atoms, our protons moving just by engaging different parts of our muscles. But this time, we're going to make those muscles and those atoms really shift really fast, okay? So what we're going to do is a small shift, up and down, and then a big shift all the way up, all the way down, all right? So we're going to do this forward, we're going to do it sideways, and we're going to do the other side, okay? So here we go. Forward, little. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. Back to the middle. Now big. 1, 2, 3, 4. To one side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Relax. Whew. If you don't feel your quad burning, squat down a little bit more, feel that burn, feel that engagement of all those muscle groups. And of course, if your arms, if you're not feeling that motion, move a little bit faster, move your arms a little bit bigger, or grab a little bit heavier weight. Okay, so that's a cool thing about upper body work. You can use many different objects. I prefer to use my hoops. This is one of those things where it's up to you to master the world around you and whatever you have at your fingertips. So be resourceful, be resilient, and be mindful. So the next thing that we're going to do is more designed towards your lower body or your legs. And so what we're going to do is I like to again to use my hoops. So I place my hoop on the ground, okay? You guys can't quite see it, but if you don't have a hoop, I've also just took tape and I just put little markers on the ground. So there's one on my left, one on my right, one in front, one in the back. So like 4 directions, okay? And if you can imagine a hoop being in your center space, that's where you're gonna stand in the middle, okay? So the idea is that, oh, cool. The idea is that we're gonna work on some basic movements that are engaged in dancing, and we don't think about it all that much, okay? So the first thing is bring your elbows down to your knees, all right? Okay, don't rest on your knees, but just keep your elbows low, all right? And you'll notice I'm in a very low tuck position, like I'm about to do a somersault or a flip, and I'm wearing a green shirt, so it blends. But yeah, keep your elbows to your knees and step to the side of that circle or to that tape, back to the middle, and then to the other side. Okay, back to the middle. Very good. Stay nice and low as you possibly can. All right, this is training and stuff that they used to do in track. They use it in soccer, they use it in football, they use it in dance, they use it in all kinds of things. So here we go. Elbows low, side to side. We're gonna do, let's do 5 back and forth. Ready? Side, center, side. There's 1. All right. And you'll notice if you go further and further outside that circle, you can get a little bit more of a burn, a little bit more of a challenge, a little more cardio engagement. Sit lower if you can, go slower. Woo! Feel that burn and breathe. All right, very good. So the idea is, again, use your own body. It's called calisthenics. Our ingenious indigenous way of life didn't ever have huge gyms or fitness centers for us to go to. It was our way of life that exactly made us fit, kept us healthy, kept us moving, kept us engaged in all sorts of different ways. So those are 2 really good ways to engage your muscle groups. And what I'm going to do with you guys now is I want to show you how you can take something simple, such as a basic powwow intertribal, and turn that into a really high intensity workout. Not like a HIIT program, but a good cardio workout. And the idea is that when you consider, say, jingle dress, jingle dressers generally are up on their toes quite a bit. Oh man, they got some killer calves. Fancy shawl dancers, they are holding, I don't know how much the shawl weighs, but if you're holding it up for a whole 3.5, 4 minutes and swinging it around, you're engaging all kinds of your upper body, your traps, your deltoids, your lats, of course, all through the back and your arms. But also, again, one of the things that we do most basically is a basic powwow step. Okay, so I want you guys to get into your basic powwow step. It's a left, 2, it's a right, and 2. If you're standing still, it's just a tap. But if you're moving, it's a half step and a forward, half step and a forward, right? Now, the cool thing is that even with a basic powwow step, you have different variations of engagement. So that way you can intensify or lighten the load if you need to. Of course, if you got bad knees, take it easy, right? But if you want to intensify your workout, pick your knees up, okay? Make those steps a little bit higher, all right? And if you want to keep on going, go onto your toes, and you'll notice your whole body starts to bounce a little bit higher. Okay, so the cool thing is, the more you bounce, the more energy you're using, all right? So again, so if you're walking, it's just like walking. But if you start to pick up your legs a little bit, it turns into a trot. But if you're really on your toes, you can really start to pick up all kinds of extra energy in your flow, all right? So now what we're gonna do is a simple basic powwow step. Along with that, I'm gonna show you, starting from this center point, you're gonna step forward, back, right, back, back, in the middle, okay? So your foot goes forward, it goes to the right, and it goes back, okay? And then back to center. And then you do your left side, it goes forward, it goes left, it goes back, and it goes center. Okay, so with the powwow step, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. 1 and 1 and 1 and center. forward and side and back and center. Okay, so it's like a little half step. You're kind of picking up that tempo. So here we go again. Forward with the right, half, side, half, back, half, together. Forward, half, side, half, back, half, together. All right. So let's go that very quickly together. And you can even pick up the tempo without having to do that half step in the middle. And you can really start moving faster. So here we go. And so instead of taking that half step in the middle, I'm just going to move with that direction. So this is the half step. Now I'm going to do fast. 1, 2, 3, quick. 1, 2, 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 quick. So the idea is, again, we're taking a basic movement. And as soon as you start moving it faster, moving on your toes, you start to engage a different type of workout. And of course, if you get faster and faster, you start to work on coordination, you start to work on balance, you start to work on all kinds of other things without even thinking about it. So go the opposite way, go back, side, forward, back, side, forward, back, side, forward, and stop. All right, so now what we're gonna do is do something, like I said, to let you guys know that this is something that you can do every single day. We're gonna cue up a powwow track. We're gonna let it go, and we're just gonna have ourselves powwow. And I'm gonna show you a couple of these different things that we did in that motion, in that sequence, in that same time frame of 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So fun fact, when I'm hoop dancing, I wear a pedometer, and people ask me, man, that was so amazing. How many steps did you take? And during a hoop dance, I could take easily 1,500 to 2,000 steps. Depending on how fast you run or what kind of runner you are, that's easily a mile. And so within 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, you're running a mile. That's a lot of athleticism, a lot of exercise. And of course, this all comes from just having fun. I don't necessarily think of it as a workout. I just think I'm enjoying myself, enjoying a song, or trying something new, or trying some dance moves that I saw somebody else do. And anyways, I'm trying to improve myself just to try to get better. So here we go. Cue up my track, get my power track going, get your rhythm going, get your heartbeat matched up to that power track, and then start moving. So it's up to you again. If you want to walk it. Can't hear it. Oh, it's a good one. So it's a good tempo, good tempo. And the fun fact is, whatever music you're listening to, your heart rate will naturally attune to that tempo. All right, so you pick a slow song, you'll go a little bit slower. Pick a fancy dance southern song, you'll start really going fast, right? So again, here I'm just walking with my heels down. All right, now picking up my heels onto my toes. Okay, now I'm gonna really step it up and bring those knees up. Here we go. Start moving forward, side, back, center, forward, side, back, center. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So anything that you're doing, just keep that tempo going, all right? Because one thing that I know is that as a grass dancer, you'll find yourself in this position a lot, where you're sitting on one knee and your other leg has to go. But you're using balance, you're using your muscles, you're using all different parts of your body just to maintain that, and just to keep that going. And if you're on carpet, it's a little bit harder. So here you go, keep on dancing, keep it going. Crisscross. Look. This is a 4-minute song, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Keep it up, don't stop moving. Even if you're just running, keep those feet moving. Keep tapping. And if you get tired, keep something going, keep your heels going, keep your shoulders going, keep your eyebrows going, keep something going. Right, left, right, lift it up. You got a shawl, use your shawl. You got twirlers, if you're a fancy dancer, use them twirlers. Oh God. So this is just to show you guys again, if you guys only got 3 minutes, if you only got 5 minutes, put a powwow track on, jam out, let yourself feel that energy. And it's a cool thing is that they say hoop dancing is a healing dance and a storytelling dance, but I would argue that any dance is healing and storytelling. And of course, if you are dancing like nobody's watching, you get a tremendous feeling in yourself. It's like a fire. It's your own unique fire, and it glows brightly. And if somebody catches you dancing like nobody's watching, they get some of that good energy. And the energy reciprocates, and it catalyzes, and you guys notice each other. You guys smile. You guys have a good energy, a connection. But even more so, that energy that comes out of yourself, we say dance like no one's watching. But my brother tells me, dance like your ancestors are watching and make them proud. Think about that next time you're out there. Don't be afraid to let yourself go. Be a part of what has been a part of our culture for thousands of years. And of course, let them know that it's still here, that they're there with us, that you're dancing for them. And of course, you're dancing for future generations to come. So thank you all so much. My name is Micco Sampson. I'll catch you guys again.
Wow. Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions for Micco Sampson at this time? Courtney Renville said, I love that. Thank you. DJ said, Pidam. Someone above said, thank you for sharing your energy. Was there any more comments? DJ, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but it says, geez, just showing that fancy footwork. I wish my knees would let me do that. Inspiring. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it just goes to show for anybody, you know, you're at your own space. You don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. You can only, you know, be the best you that you can be. You can only improve yourself each and every day, you know. So again, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't necessarily think that, you know, you're not in that type of situation. You have your own gifts, you have your own time, your own space, and you have that possibility, you have that choice. You can choose to do that. And it's up to you. Take those baby steps, take those little ones, grow and grow, get stronger and stronger till you really start getting fancy or really getting fast. Again, you know, this is something that has been a part of our culture since time immemorial. It's the heartbeat of the earth. It's the heartbeat that we all share. And we can use that. We can use that to pick ourselves up. Again, nowadays we all got iPods and things like that, so it's not like we have to have somebody sing for us. And so it's an amazing feature of our existence today is that not only do we have all this amazing technology, we also have our culture and our teachings very in tune, very still strong, and very plausible for many different situations today. So yeah, pick it up wherever you can, your language, your art, your culture, your dance, craft, singing, whatever it might be. There are teachings that can help you heal and help you in this modern times. So keep it up.